holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Right to the air. Here is Goff.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Mayfield looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really throwing the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. The Lions at 3-11 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To throw is Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. That caught by Tremble. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield down. Open man is Higgins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early. All types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st down, it's gone. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing on third, Goff.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Goff now looking to throw.
He gets this complete to Cephus.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that little pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. From the 36, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Goff on first down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Throw caught by Raymond. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go on fourth. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Sharks got it left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff. Caught on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Mayfield on first down.
That caught by Trimble. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins from 19 yards away.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. Now it's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Goff.
And this one taken in by Cephas. Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
play action. Here's Goff.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Goff on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Lions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
117 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
Now back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Mayfield to throw it. That's complete over the middle to Anderson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Goff.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Again to Williams, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Fielded just inside the 30.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. Here's Goff.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Dancing away at the 35. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by 5. 2:01 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now it's Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Flushed out right.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
One last throw here for Goff.
And that's caught by Williams.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Panthers,